Guys, what's going on today? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be installing the new TurboXS Intercooler on my Genesis Coupe. Now, I'm taking off the old ISR one, and basically I'm going to get rid of my blow-off valve. You can see right here, it's going to get rid of the HKS blow-off valve. I'm having issues with the blow-off valve where you can see it's all loose, even though I've changed the spring, changed the gasket. It still keeps coming off and I'm losing boost because of it, so I'm going to end up replacing the whole intercooler, and we're going to slap the TurboXS one on. And the TurboXS Intercooler does come with a new crash bar as well. So we're gonna put a new crash bar on and we're gonna change it all up. So let's get down to it. The first thing we're gonna do is get off the bumper. So just clips and screws and everything. Get all clearance on the front end. So we got the front bumper off. So you can see, it's completely off. So we're taking out this stock intercooler. This is the ISR Intercooler. You can see right there, it says ISR, or look right there. So we're taking this thing off. We're gonna put the TurboXS Intercooler on this. So yeah, we're gonna take off all the clamps, the tube mounts. We had to custom make the mounts on this. See right here. And like I said, the new intercooler, you change the crash bar completely. So this crash bar comes out and you put the new one on. Two 12 mils up here, 110 mil, and then 112 down here. Same thing on this side, two 12s, 110 and 112 down here. And the crash bar comes out. There's our old intercooler and crash bar. Now we're gonna pull out the rest of the intercooler piping and then get the new one on. Alright, so we got the whole intercooler out. There's the old ISR intercooler. You know, it's all fully. Now we're gonna put the new one on with the new crash bar as well. And while I'm here, I'm going to take off the coolant hoses going to the throttle plate, because apparently it does affect its temperature and it cools it down. For the throttle plate, do not take off the coolant lines if you live in cold temperatures. Now I'm up here in Canada, but this car is mainly for summertime, not winter. So I'm going to take off these lines and it's going to decrease my inlet temperature. Alright, so for the throttle plate, we're going to take off these two. So the top one and bottom one right here, these two. So right here, take it off right there. You can cap it from the bottom, and you can delete these two lines completely if you want. It's the old intercooler, and that's the new one. Look at that difference. And that thing's heavier. Like this thing is, look how light that is. This one, oh geez, that is heavy. Then again, look at the fin difference too. You could tell that is such a big difference. That's a TurboXS. That's a proper intercooler. This one is way cheaper and ass. That one looks way better just off the bat right away. There's all the new parts in the box. Pipes. Hey, remember, this one doesn't have a blow-off valve on it, so I'm gonna get the new TurboXS Intercooler. You have the option of buying a separate pipe for the HKS or Synapse blow-off valve, and it sits right here, and you can change it anytime you want. But for us, we're gonna leave it the way it is, because I want that noise. All right, so there's the old one, and that's the new one. Like, see the new one? That is a big difference in that. So the new one's gonna sit where the old one sits, the same bolts, everything, and then we're gonna screw the TurboXS Intercooler onto this one. Because our ISR one, we had to screw to the old crash bar, and the TurboXS has its own, and it's gonna sit in the front. Alright, so we're putting the new one on. Now we have to reuse the same bolts. I looked in the box, there was no new bolts, so we gotta reuse the old one. So the 312s and the 110 on each side. So we gotta put that on first. So we got most of it on. That's the top end. We're missing a bit of parts. Now I bought some GenRacer, and we're actually missing the power steering relocation kit. You can see that because this thing is huge. The power steering sits right in here, and it was hitting it. So we had to move that, and we checked the online instructions, and it's supposed to come with the relocation kit for this. That's supposed to sit up here. Unfortunately, it didn't come with that. And then right on this side, we actually had to get rid of the throttle plate coolant line because the clamp was hitting it and there's no other way. But so far we're actually almost there, and we got this one piece in left, and then I think we're good to go. Alright, so we got the intercooler on. This is it. You can see that difference, complete difference. Brand new TurboXS Intercooler. That's how it looks from the top. Everything's on. Now we had a couple of issues. On this side we had a Grandi Mishimoto rad. You can see, I'll try zooming in on that right about there. it's hitting the intercooler piping, so we had to grind that. TurboXS instruction says it's supposed to come with the power steering relocation kit. So our power steering is hanging for now. We had to remove right here, we had to remove that as well. Zoom in on that. So both the throttle plate, coolant lines have been taken off, and we just routed it in a circle here. So it goes in, reroutes, and comes back around, and that's it. Everything's done. We actually routed the power steering line upwards. We just tossed it in there, zip tied it, called it a day. So look at that, that's so much better than before. Before, the pipe was all messed up looking. This one sits nice. So let's turn on. That's pretty clean. Yeah. All right, so we had to do it like this. Unfortunately, we were slightly hitting with the back plate and we had to take that off, so that had to go, but that's okay because JDM, why not? Anyways, that was us installing the TurboXS Intercooler on our Genesis Coupe right here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned for my future videos. We got more stuff coming, and yeah, we're gonna, you know, slowly get there. It's after all this stuff, we got an exhaust manifold, then maybe build the internals, and we're gonna go for another tune. Maybe SFR, or I might go to Alpha in California. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and peace out.